Well, just about a week until the federal holiday Juneteenth, but Lexington has already been kicking off their celebrations. WKYT's Alexa Minton reports.
It has officially been 3 years since Juneteenth was officially declared a federal holiday. But in Lexington, Juneteenth celebrations will last more than just one day. The city of Lexington is hosting events starting on June 10th until June 25th, welcoming community members of all backgrounds to get involved.
Being able to celebrate and just be informed about the inclusion of everybody and kind of shaping what we now know as Lexington, and just paying homage and really just kind of championing those that have been marginalized and underserved for years.
Marcellus Barksdale is one of the co-founders of SoulFeast, a 10-day celebration of Black culinary culture, highlighting Black restaurants, farmers, and chefs, all based in central Kentucky. 13 different Black-owned restaurants are participating in the week, each of which will offer a $10 entree, featuring ingredients sourced directly from Black farmers through the support of Black Soil Kentucky.
It's kind of one of those things where, supporting local is great, but also, too, kind of taking that a step further and supporting, Black and brown businesses, entrepreneurs, really goes a long way.
Juneteenth flags will be placed along parts of Main Street beginning June 13th, showcasing the city of Lexington's support of the historic celebration. Everybody's
got a responsibility, right, to support each other, to support the community. And Juneteenth is essentially celebrating, Blackness.
In Lexington, Alexa Minton, WKYT.
For more information about restaurants who are participating in SoulFeast, you can visit soulfeastweek.com.